Hello everyone, welcome back to my consolidation tier list guide. This is actually my Christmas Day recording if everything goes well. And I had to apologize first. It's been a while since the last time I posted a tier list guide, mainly due to the fact that I was just so busy at work and life just caught up to me. And there's Christmas parties and stuff, and I just kind of couldn't really do it. Regardless, I'm done now, so I'm back. And thanks for following up on me. Because I know there's our tier list up there. So, but here we go. Let's get it started. We are going to take a look at the latest changes to the tier list ever since the last revision, which was the Christmas rupee. And what we have, let's see, where are we? Image, there we go. Okay, so let's just start a low for rank. I think everyone can see the PvP came out, and I was having fun. Let's see how it goes in the background, right? Anyway, so tier list 1, we have of course leaders still all the way up there. Noise is really slowly creeping up on almost everyone's tier list, including Japan, China, and of course NA is always had it pretty high. Christmas rupee looks like she is going to be the pretty decently settled in the middle of the A tier, and there's really not much changes, no surprises at all. One thing to note is that volume, for some reason, the NA players really like volumes in terms of like across all different tier lists, but in my opinion, the Japan and China tier lists, they both have her down quite a bit pretty early, and like I think that is fair to her assessment. Okay, that's pretty much for tier 1. Let's take a look at tier 2. Okay, tier 2. How's my team doing? No, my paper is dead. Come on, Diesel, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, see, I think Diesel is considered like a mini Noise at the moment. She has kind of like a buff to increase her health, which can tank the damage pretty well. Okay, anyway, this is B2. Senti has really moved up among everybody's every website's tier list, because just due to how useful her shield is when you fight against hardy enemies, and the buffs too. Rupee is still Rupee is kind of falling in terms of score overall a little bit, but she's still holding on there. I think the biggest one we can want to catch up is the Christmas Anne. A lot of people is expecting her HP regeneration or HP drain to be a lot more effective, which turns out it wasn't. The game was a little bit pretty reserved at giving her stats. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me click it on. So her buff was not, the best way to say it is it's not significant enough for a lot of people to realize the difference, but that's fine, because her other buffs and the restoration is still useful, right? So Christmas Annie is top of A tier. Honestly, consider her competitions like Dola, Noah, Polly. She's pretty good, and one of the main things she's really lower going to consider is the fact that she still currently has a bug that doesn't allow her to buff her ulting at the beginning of her burst cycles. You need to wait about a second before you manually engage it, or else your team's not gonna get a buff. So due to that, some tier lists knock her score off at point or two, right? And once that fixed, it's gonna go up a little bit higher. Alright, And lastly, let's take a look at tier 3. Um, for tier 3, the weird thing is the China one and the Japan one both kind of recommends Drake and Sugar to be on the same one. The NA tier list, Nikke.gg specifically, have Drake really high, have Sugar really low. In my opinion, there's really no. If you have other units, right, you really don't run Drake and their main DPS as Sentin. You just kind of go full ham on two sets of DPSs, really. So the fact that they rated Drake so high while Sugar rate is so low, especially when most of the interception stuff are all short range shotgun metas, is really strange. Because of that listing, Sugar rate is a little bit lower than right now, even though I think she should be a little bit higher. Probably closer to the top of A tier, if not the very end of S tier. Okay. And lastly, as you can see, Pravati is officially off on SS tier just due to how useful she is in terms of PvP and stopping the enemies from doing skills and stuff. The plus is now situation at the very end of S tier. Most people say that she has a range just due to the type of enemy she's had to deal with. If she has to deal with enemy that has a lot of breaker points, weak points, she is soundly back to the top of SS tier because she will deal more damage than that. But if it's not, then she doesn't really deal well. The plus also did decently on interception as well, so that's where her current placement is. I think one of the biggest surprises where Nikke, the bear girl, happened to be. Because I don't think most people expect her to be up there. And well, there she is, a free welfare, I almost say servant, welfare Nikke to happen to be all the way up on the top to the middle of A tier, which is pretty nice, in all honesty. Alright, that would be it for today's tier list. And yeah, sorry it took me a while to redo this because I had to redo every one of the tier lists as well. I realized that reusing and reconstructing the entire tier list using the tier list maker it takes too long. So I put the process of putting everything on my own Excel, and this should speed up the process after this one. The initial one takes the longest because I had to manually input everyone's picture. But after that, it should be smooth sailing and I should be able to update the tier list a little bit more often. Alright, and that will be it for this episode. If you have any questions or comments, just leave it down below and subscribe if you want. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.